So there was a consortium of PFC REC which was formed, and PFC and REC jointly, along with, in fact, there was a voting done in the COC for taking a consensus among the COC that whether a Landersberg plan should be moved or not. And it was voted by 90% of the lenders that let's go back and put up a Landersberg resolution plan. So the Landersberg resolution plan was made and it was put. It was a meeting held between the lenders and we thought that what to do. So it was decided that let's not vote any of these plans. And let's go back to NCLT and say that no, these valuations are not acceptable to us. We'll go back, seek extension of the resolution, the timeline, and then also request NCLT to allow us to give a Landersberg resolution plan. See, because if there is no benchmarking, it becomes open for parties to throw away whatever prices they feel. But if, of course, lender is trying to create a benchmark, of course, that will have definitely established to have a lower benchmark to participate in the process. In the revised bid process, the bids came and it was RIL 3569.64 crores, Adani 2854, and PPL REC. PPL is PFC Projects Limited. It's a subsidiary of PFC which was formed for participating in the bid process. And the PPL REC consortium bid 2829.92 CR. She said that okay, let's go for a challenge process. But when discussions happened, the RP told that your RFRP document doesn't permit Swiss challenge, because it was initial years when I think this Swiss challenge process was not there. It was not envisaged in every bid. Of course, now when we finalize the RFRP document, it is part of every RFRP to have a Swiss challenge process. So we again went back to NCLT, requested RP that you please go and seek approval of NCLT for modifying the RFRP document. So we modified the RFRP document and then came back and conducted a switch that RIL reduced its offer amount by approximately 500 crores. They quoted 2104.56 crores. And Adani, in fact, raised its offer slightly to 3003.79 crores. Now we receive a letter from Adani stating that they are willing to increase the offer to 36. Not a point. Adani gave an offer, and these are all unsolicited offers, because the process, we have already voted, the plan has been put up for approval. There is an increased financial offer of 3645 crores is given by Adani. PFC REC consortium made an upfront payment plan of 3020 CR, which was higher than the Adani plan. And Adani and RIL, both of them did not participate. And the Landersberg resolution plan of 3020 crore was approved by 90% of the COC, and it was agreed that let us put it for approval. And in fact, it was submitted for approval. PFC REC consortium made an upfront payment plan of 3020 CR, which was higher than the Adani plan. And Adani and RIL, both of them did not participate. And the Landersberg resolution plan of 3020 crore was approved by 90% of the COC, and it was agreed that let us put it for approval. And in fact, it was submitted for approval. During this process, when this was going on, one of the other promoter group, Mega Engineering Limited and Jindal Power, both of them also sent letters addressing the RP that they are also willing to increase the offer. They should be allowed to participate in the Swiss challenge process. 100 crores is received, wherein the unconditional upfront payment of 4101 CR from Adani is given to COC. Finally, the offer of 4101 was the highest offer which was available to the lender. In detail in COC, and it was agreed that let's go to NCLT and say that and COC is willing to consider whoever wants to participate, but no extension of timeline, and they should give an unconditional offer. With the idea is that while sitting on COC, don't think of provisions of code a lot. Of course, they have a process, because after all, it's a law of the country, we have to abide by it. And of course, whatever COC does with the consent of NCLT only. But we can always think of out-of-box scenarios, and of course, they can be implemented. Thank you. So, finally, it was agreed, and it was, say, the amount has been, no due certificates have been issued on 6 September 2024, and the successful implementation has happened in September itself.